We're getting late in the season, and these two teams are still standing tall, undefeated, jockeying for playoff position, and now a clash that could shape their postseason prospects. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To throw, it's Baker. Taking a shot on the first play. Brings it down on the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show me.
Looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They want to run this quarterback. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Second down coming up. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Under fire. And that ball's free behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Baker. Here's a heat. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are, we're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. It on the option. Finding open areas. Gets it past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Blackman. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. A designed run to the quarterback. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. There's a lot of pressure on you, but you've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
They'll run the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to pass, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner.
Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looking to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Baker. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Kentucky! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Wegman. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Houston wants to play fast.
And that's another first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harden. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Sticky.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. Here comes the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Going for it all. He's got it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
No gain on the play. Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Going to the run to start this second half. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes it past the marker. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. And you saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hard in the backfield, it's Smith. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Baker. Finds his man. It's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it is nice to be a cover guy when you've got a demon like this that can get after the quarterback. 4 sacks last week. That's his 3rd today. NIL, can you spell show the sack master some money?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Kentucky going quickly. He'll take it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Takes the handoff. It's McGowan. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. This is a designed run. Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling on the run. Snags it down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackled there by the defense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Houston going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Alexander. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Touchdown, Houston. And with that, they move out front during the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Leaves it with the back. Find some fresh air.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. He'll take a shot. Got him downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Houston wants to play fast.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's caught. It's Dickey. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Might be looking to run. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies and trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. So much at stake. Top 10 showdown, and they've ridden the passing game to knock off a higher-ranked team and really improve their playoff hopes.
Yeah, just the passing attack, man, it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, you can tell this is going to travel. Good teams, bad teams, they're proving that this passing attack is really hard to stop. And getting the upset late in the season, man, this is going to go a long way for their college football playoff chances.
You're right, Dave. The passing attack put them in this position to win this football game. They're getting it done. I'll tell you what, you look at their potential opponents if they do reach the playoff. I think this passing attack gives them a chance against everybody. They can light the scoreboard up.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. On the run, it's McGowan. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.